How can it be that a 30-year-old man walking back from a pleasant night out with friends and be only a few minutes from home simply disappear into thin air? It's not possible, is it? Somebody somewhere knows what happened. Could that be you? Let's look closer. Robert Scott Clive, known as Scott or Scotty to his family and friends, went missing on Thursday, the 10th of October, 2002. The last known place he was known to be in the company of others was at the old Customs House, a series of flats for single people at 67 Borough Road, North Shields. Later, he was picked up by CCTV on Borough Road, heading towards Coronation Street, shortly after 11 p.m. Scott, originally from Stranraer, is described as 5 foot 11 inches tall, blue eyes, short dark brown hair, a scar through one eyebrow, and a skull tattoo on his lower left arm. He has a loving family. His parents, Patricia and Colin, now in their 70s, still make regular appeals for information, hoping for closure, one way or another, into the disappearance of their son. He was in regular contact with his family by telephone after moving to North Shields 10 months previously, and when they haven't heard from him for a few days, they reported him as missing to the police. Scott had been working as a labourer and living in a bedsit in Prudhoe Terrace, North Shields, only a few minutes' walk from where he went missing. The police initially treated the case as a missing person inquiry, not classifying it as suspicious, although in 2008 they did a search on the River Tyne, and there was a report of an unconfirmed sighting of a man matching Scott's description near the banks of the river in the early hours of the morning. Nothing was found, and Scott's family did not accept that he was suicidal. His mother, Pat, said that the last letter she had from her son, he was upbeat and talking about going to a Madness concert in Newcastle. The case remained as a missing person inquiry until in 2024, when after the Northumbria police had reviewed hundreds of hours of CCTV and spoken to many witnesses, the case was reopened as a murder inquiry, and Detective Chief Inspector Mark Atherton, who was leading Operation Castor, said that they had received further information as to Scott's movements on the night in question. Intensive searches were carried out on a property in Coronation Street, and it was now known that Scott had visited that evening, and forensic officers were seen to remove various items from the property. The current occupier of the property, who did not live there in 2002, was given other accommodation so all these checks could be carried out. A 49-year-old man was arrested in the summer of 2024, but after interviews, he was released on bail pending further inquiries. In February of 2025, as a result of further investigation, police said there was evidence that Scott had been assaulted on Coronation Street, and 3 people were arrested on suspicion of murder. 2 men in their 40s and 50s, and a woman in her 40s. One of the trio being the man that was arrested and bailed a year earlier. All 3 people were later bailed while police searched for further evidence and made more inquiries. Now, another year on, they have been released from bail. They have been told that there is no further action to be taken against them. DCI Atherton has said that his officers have exhausted all lines of inquiry, but will remain open-minded as to what happened to Scott, and will continue to look at any new information that comes in, even though a difficult decision has to be made to draw this current investigation to a close. Scott's family have thanked the Northumbria Police for the investigation into his disappearance. They say they never got a final answer, and even though it's been over 23 years, they are still hoping for that final piece of the jigsaw. Scott's mum, Patricia, said, "Surely this can't be a mystery forever. Surely somebody can come forward with the information we need. It's like reading a book with no ending, or need an ending for our peace of mind and sanity." If you or anyone you know lived on Coronation Street, North Shields in 2002 and you haven't already told the police, please do. You may know something without realising it. If the recent information given to the police is correct and Scott has been murdered, then someone must know where his remains are. If that someone is you, please end this indeterminable suffering his family must be going through, and tell the police. Over this time, frame loyalties change, relationships end, and fears subside. If you want to remain anonymous, you can do that through Crimestoppers. 0800 555 111. The storm log number for this case is Northumbria Police 202 407 03-0398. It will be Scott's 54th birthday on the 17th of June 2026. Let's try and get some answers for his family before then. Thank you for listening. Until the next time.